Assalamualaikum everyone and welcome back to another video. So guys, in today's video we will be going to discuss the Proteus implementation of these assembly programs, and by the help of their program statements we will be going to see how this program really works. As you all know, my name is Hasif Shahid and I am a student of Mechatronics Engineering at Yale University, Islamabad. So heading towards our first example. In the first example, we are required to write a program that states that if R20 equals to R21 and if this condition is true, it raises the flag Z equals to 1 and it will be going to terminate the operation, or it will be going to increment the value of R22, and if this condition is false, it will be going to head towards our next operation. So we will be just going to see how that program really works in our Proteus. So now let's compile the program at the help of debug. Now, as you can see that after the LDI command, R26 going to store the value of 25. Let's wait. We have to change the values of our registers as well. So we will be going to change it into R20, R21, value of 5, value of 11, and now we will be going to compile. Okay, the compilation is done. We will be going to debug them. Okay, now as you can see that we will be going to load the register R20 with the value of 11. After the implementation, you can see that R20 carries 0b, which is equals to 11, as 0b equals to 11 in hex. So after that equation, R21 carries the value of 5. So after the subtraction operation, you can see that the condition is not true. So it will be going to terminate the operation and our program ends. But there is a case. What if this condition becomes true? So for that purpose, we will see what would be the results. For that purpose, we will be going to compile them, start the debugging operation, and let's see how it really works. So as you can see, R20 stores the value of 10, which is equals to A, as it was clearly shown here, and R21 stores the value of 5. By now, after performing the subtraction operation, 10 minus 5 equals to 5, which was stored in the register R20. Now you can see that R20 equals to R21. This condition becomes true. So after that, it will be going to increment the value of R20. So in this way, this code really works. Now heading towards our second code, example number 2. So we will be just going to copy paste the code, but before that we will be going to discuss the statement. The statement states that we need to write a program which states that if R26 is less than R24, or you can say that the value stored in the register 26 is less than the value stored in the register 24, then it will be going to increment the value of R22. Now let's see as it really works as well or not. So we will be just going to change the code here, and let's see. As you can see that here the registers are named as R26 and R24. We will be going to change it as R24 and this with the R24 and this with the R26. So if R26 5 is less than 10, the statement is true. Now let's see, is it really works or not. Now we will be going to start the debug operation, and from the debug operation you can see that if you can clearly see, LDL stores the value of 10 and R stores the value of 5. So you can see that R24 value to 26 store the value of 5. Now after the subtraction operation, the after subtraction, this becomes the FB operation, R26 minus R24, which is equals to 5, and its value stored in the R26. So after that, it will be going to increment the value of R21 as the condition is true. So now, if this condition is false, so it will be going to increment. If this condition is true, it will be going to terminate. Now heading towards our third example. Let's read the program statement. The program states that if the value stored in the R26 is either greater than or equals to R24, then increment the value of R22. If this statement is true, it will be going to increment the value of R22, and if its statement is false, it will be going to terminate the operation. Now let's see how is it really works or not. Let's have a look at the code. We can say that we will be going to perform the subtraction between R26 and R24. R26 carries the value of 5 and R24 carries the values of 10. 5 minus 10 equals to minus 5. So minus 5 is stored in the R26. R26 minus 5 is greater than or equals to 24, not possible. So it will not be going to increment the value of R22, but either it will be going to terminate the loop. So let's see either it really terminates the loop or not. So you can see that R24 stores the value of 10, which is A. R26 stores the value of 5. Now after subtraction operation, this will be going to change it on the FB, which is equals to minus 5, and you can see that this condition is false, so it will be going to terminate the loop. So this is the final product of our third example. Now heading towards our last and the final example, in which we will be going to test the if-else statement. So in this program, we will just see how if-else really works. From the C++ code, we can easily state how, what are our objectives, and how and why are we going to write that code. So from that, you can see that R17 stores the value of 5. If R20 is greater than R21, which is already stored above, it will be going to increment the value of R22. Otherwise, it will be going to decrement the value of R22, and after that, it will be going to increment the value of R17. Let's see how it really works. We just copy paste the code at our destined location, as you all know. Okay, let's copy it again. Okay, so now we will be going to change the resistors as well. So for that purpose, we will have to use R21 and R22. We will just going to change their names as R21 and R22, and let's see what would be the result. From this equation, as you can see, R20 is greater than R21. This condition is true, so it will be going to increment the value of R22, and it will also going to increment the value of R17 as well. So let's compile the code and debug them and see is it really works according to our code or not. So LDI stores R20 stores the value of 10 after the execution of that statement, which is clearly shown that, and R21 going to store the value of 5. As you can see, this condition is true. After subtraction, this would be becomes, after subtraction it will also become 5, which is equal to minus 5, and else label, so it will be going to increment the value of R22, and jump next, it we will be going to implement the value of R17 as well. So you can clearly see that how our code really works and what is the execution and the whole scenario of our whole code. So that is all for today's video. If you like the video, then do not forget to like and subscribe. If you have any query regarding the assembly language code and how it really works, you can easily write in the comment section, and or you can mention me in the comment section. So I will be going to answer you about your queries as well. So thank you and Allah Hafiz.